Nick, what's your topic?
Complete polar opposite from the one we just talked about. I was on the flight back from E3, and the very classic film Kindergarten Cop was on.
Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger, former governor.
Very.
He had some right ideas.
Great ideas. Some bad ideas too.
Not as bad as people think.
We can dive into that on a later one. I'd love to actually hear your opinion on him. My question is, now they've made a sequel to Kindergarten Cop.
God.
They did.
Direct to DVD.
Direct to DVD.
First
grade
grade
Dolph Lundgren, right? Where he goes and looks for some
And
sort
Bill
of flashlight.
Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy was in that?
Yeah.
Did you see this?
No, I saw the trailer.
Oh man, we got to watch this. It came out last month. So my question is, out of all the films they're remaking, why don't they remake Kindergarten Cop? Why can't they give it an actual wide theatrical release? Cast someone amazing at it.
Stop remaking things.
I don't think
make new movies.
I mean, there's no way they could have captured that magic. That movie has something so special to it.
That's my question to you. Should it be remade?
No,
absolutely not. And I'm a fan of remakes overall.
Right.
This though, no. Like I remember being a wee little lad watching this movie on the late night, like TNT and all that shit, and I was just blown away. That movie introduced me to ferrets.
Yeah,
I love ferrets.
Illegal in California.
And just overall, yeah. Oh, trust me. Every kid that grew up in the '90s knows that because
not illegal in Oregon,
because
which
of
is
that
where
movie.
they were. Yeah,
I didn't know because my dad's dad had a ferret, but that's maybe
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say your dad's dad was a ferret.
He was also a ferret.
Grandpa.
The story of that movie, though, I mean, it just captured you, and just that end part, it was so intense. You wanted to make sure that everyone was okay, and God damn it, Arnold did it.
The reason it wouldn't work anymore is because there's no star in our world of social media and everything else that can make that move and make that pivot and have it be as funny as that was. Because remember, Arnold Schwarzenegger was still coming off of being the Terminator and being all these Conan the Barbarian.
If I read correctly on IMDb, he literally left the shoot to go film a teaser for T2.
Right.
So this puts it in context as like when this was happening.
He was like the ultimate badass, and so there was no look behind the curtain that he wasn't always like that. And so for him to come out, like, because they opened that movie, and I remember that trailer opening very much like it's his normal
mall shots
ass.
With him,
like, he's gonna kill all these people and be awesome, and then he goes in and has to be this like heartwarming kindergarten teacher, and he's like the big man struggle with these little kids, and like who would do that now? You know what I mean? Who would do that? You don't have something like The Rock's awesome. Everybody knows The Rock's awesome. He's in a Vin Diesel's done a bunch of different things, right? And none of those had the explosion though. No. Vin Diesel did the pacifier, and none of them had that kind of crossover potential. Hulk Hogan did a fucking Mr. Nanny or no Mr. Whatever. Hulk Hogan did the Nanny movie, and then he did the he was the Spaceman movie too. But that was the thing too, where it's like that just doesn't. Even then, it was like Hulk Hogan's persona was already so lovable and great that those movies didn't have those explosive appeal. When Arnold Schwarzenegger comes out of nowhere and suddenly is fucking awesome, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, he's funny too." Yeah, I thought he could barely speak, but it turns out he can barely speak and he's funny.
I'm actually convinced, and I can't really back this. Actually, I could back this up. I'm convinced he got worse as an actor as it goes. Like if you watch his stuff now, and then you go back and watch Kindergarten Cop, where he actually had decent scenes in that film. Like I haven't seen it as an adult ever. Yeah. So I'm watching this, I'm like, these are actually heartfelt scenes where he's emoting and he has an emotional range in this. Right. And then you go back later and watch like End of Days or whatever, like the one he just did where he was like a town sheriff, a giant Austrian town sheriff in middle America, and he's just one note the entire time.
But again, that comes down to the fact of I think like when he's getting cast in now is like the Expendables or whatever. You know what I mean? Sure. Like they're like, all right, be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean? You don't need range for that or whatever.
But it's sad because I feel like he actually started progressing as he was trying, and then realized that he doesn't have to actually try.
Well, I think his career. I mean, he just kept getting those roles where it's just be Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that's all he has to worry about.
Yeah, I'm just fascinated. I'm fascinated with your guys' perspective on this because you all know that I love terrible films, and in fact,
Kindergarten Cop's not terrible.
That's my question. Do you guys see Kindergarten Cop in the same light that I do, where I hold it in very high esteem? Like
I think it's a fun. That's one of those great movies. I was talking to somebody the other night about movies that movies that come on TV and you watch. Right. You know what I mean? That's definitely on that list. Do I think it's like Casablanca? No. But is it an enjoyable, fun movie?
When I use the term very high esteem for Kindergarten Cop, probably not. Probably not, but it's good.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in way too long, but I'm sure I would enjoy it. I'm sure that I would actually want to watch it. It comes on TV and I'm like, all right, this is my afternoon.
This is totally one of those movies I don't have a crystal clear remembrance of the opening. Like I can tell you what like the nod to him are, and then Dominic. When he's walking, this is the guy who's clearly supposed to be Steven Seagal. Right. We can't get Steven Seagal. Put a ponytail on that guy. Have him say Dominic. I'm just my father.
You don't even remember your dad.
Oh my God, that
They
was
were coming back in the back. We always knew they were coming back in the back. I was watching that trailer for Independence Day, by the way, and he doesn't say anything like that in the trailer. It's the best. He's like,
there was one scene where it's like,
he's like, they're coming, they're back or something. But like we're like, we always knew they were gonna come back in the back.
Oh man,
Bill Pullman. That's all his only line.
So Nick, this might warm your heart a little bit.
Sure.
I don't remember the context.
Yeah.
But Kindergarten Cop was shown in my film studies class in college. I don't know why,
do this.
But no, it was. I think it was for something about comedy, probably about comedic timing and like how to cut comedy or whatever. But it makes me happy that they see it in high regard.
yeah.
You know, the school system. That's what they're teaching kids now.
It's just it's one of those rare instances, from the 80s where the absurdity worked, right? Where it all came together, and because that could have been a huge disaster, similar to Jingle All the Way, right? Where you were like, what is happening in this
Nick?
horrible film?
Excuse you.
Jingle All the Way.
Fucking Turbo Time.
He's got to get Turbo Man or whatever the fucking doll was.
Jingle All
That's
the
like
Way is
size of
terrible.
your face.
And that's the same thing though of what it suffered from is they tried to do it again of like, all right, we'll put him
because
into
they did
this.
Junior also, right? And Junior was another one of those.
Junior, yeah, it wasn't good.
No.
But I mean they were stretching and like let's give you like a real plot to work with or whatever. You're gonna have a fucking baby.
Yeah, that
Where
had some
does
heart to
twins
it.
fall in all of this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking twins.
Oh, twins was
Junior
good.
is later where he became pregnant.
Yeah.
He was the first man to become pregnant.
You're
Twins
right.
was the one that
You're
actually
right.
Twins had some heart to it because it had Danny DeVito, and Danny DeVito played the other side of the gene
Twins
pool.
was 2 years before Kindergarten Cop.
I like to look at them as kind of a trilogy. You know, you got your twins, you got your Kindergarten Cop, and you got your Junior. It's just, it tells a nice little story.
Which
That Jingle
one?
All the Way is when they tried to take it too far.
Jingle All the Way was probably the end of his career as we knew it. Like when you look at it, he peaked really with Junior was probably on the way down, and then when you hit Jingle All the Way, you're just that much closer to end of days.
You
I
think
I was
Junior was
6 when I saw it
down?
in theaters, and it was awesome.
Junior, I remember it wasn't for me because I was a kid.
weird.
But yeah, I know. But that was the thing of like it was just
Oh,
another
it's
one
like
where
you're
he
pregnant?
it was No, I just said twins. We're talking about twins.
I thought you said Junior. I'm sorry.
Maybe I
Twins I liked.
Okay.
Twins was good.
I'm just trying to defend twins. I will
Twins is the
step
one
down.
with Danny DeVito.
Right. It's where they were born, and Arnold Schwarzenegger got all the good genes, and Danny DeVito got the leftovers. And so, I mean, it's kind of a genius concept, but I mean, it had a heart to it because Danny DeVito is kind of a shitty guy, and then realizes that the reason he is because of that is because of genes, and then he can rise above that. He can be better than that.
Didn't they make a sequel?
They call
I'm
it Metal Gear
sure
Solid.
They do.
Was it the triplets?
I'm sure
I think it was.
They did a lot of straight DVD
Kevin,
sequels.
get on it. Figure it out.
I'm on IMDb.
All
you
I'm
think,
saying
you think
is
there's a
that-
sequel called Triplets?
If they were to remake Kindergarten Cop, starring The
Motherfucker.
Rock,
God damn it.
I would have to see that film.
I know you would.
Or starring Vin Diesel.
Triplets is in development, according
Oh,
to
what?
this. Yes. It's Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Match.
Eddie Murphy. The Triplets.
I don't know a lot about science, Kevin, but can we get the Minority Report on that?
According to Arnold
What's the Minority
Schwarzenegger's
Report?
2012 biography, Total
Okay.
Recall, Julius and Vincent Benedict discovered they had another brother who also came from the experiment. The other brother is played by Eddie Murphy.
Sweet Jesus.
Well,
This is a movie that'll never gonna happen.
No.
Yeah.
But
Largely
heads
because
up.
Eddie Murphy doesn't do funny movies anymore.
Ooh.
I mean, he does family films a lot, but he doesn't do that specifically.
He ain't Eddie.
He's not Eddie anymore. That's a topic for another day. Because I used to love Eddie Murphy, and then watching sort of his, not decline, but sort of transition over to family films has been kind of sad for me. You're talking about a guy who had probably one of the best biting senses of humor from the 80s and 90s ever, and then a couple things happened to him, and he just couldn't do it anymore. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Dr.
It reminds
Dolittle.
me of like Eddie Murphy's decline, or like which seemed to be partially like what he wanted in a way. Oh,
Yeah.
it seems to be it's very similar to Jim Carrey to me, where I'm like, what happened? Like, what happened to you? And Adam Sandler too. But Adam Sandler's trying. Like these other two like don't really do much. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
Netflix is trying for Adam on Adam Sandler's behalf. Every fucking time I'm done watching something, it tries to push that stupid Adam Sandler David Spade movie.
But have you watched the trailer?
No,
It didn't look terrible.
really?
Yes.
I hope it's awesome. Like,
Also, it
like,
turns out-
that's my boy.
Turns out Pixel's not as bad as everybody said it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone hated that.
Well, everybody hated it without seeing it.
Yeah.
Which was one of those like pot calling the kettle black moments. It's
That's
like it
true,
came on
actually.
TV. I was in Vegas with Poe, and it came on TV, and I scoffed. He's well, and Poe sees every film imaginable. He's like, "What? You don't like Pixels?" And I'm like, I heard it's terrible. He's like, "Oh, but you haven't seen it yourself?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "We're watching Pixels."
Oh my God.
You
Something
fucking-
And we
about
watched
that,
Pixels, and I was like, this wasn't that bad. I mean, granted, I thought it was gonna be
I do
trash garbage. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, there's a laugh or two in there.
Was it better or worse than Click?
It was better than Click.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't like Click that much. So there
I'll
you go.
watch Pixels then because I liked Click a lot.
This will be a fun one. We should do a commentary.
I would totally, because it had Walken in it, right?
Yeah.
It was like, wow, he's
that's true.
Yeah.
Going to Bed Bath and Beyond.
The scene, the one scene in Pixels from the trailer that made me laugh was the Pac-Man's dad.
Yeah.
Which was like the
He's
funniest thing.
misunderstood when he bites the standoff.
Yeah, I mean, my topic, not nearly as deep as gun control, but I just wanted to.
So have we come to the conclusion Kindergarten Cop's an awesome movie?
Well, it's my. It is an awesome movie. We
I haven't seen it in a long time either.
but I'll disagree with you because I feel like if they announced that The Rock was doing Kindergarten Cop, we would all have to go see it.
Well, yeah,
No, we don't see
I just
it,
went and
but I
saw
don't think it'd be
Central
good.
Intelligence last
How
night.
was
The
that?
Rock does anything. Again, here's the thing I've noticed as I've gotten older. I go into movies now with the correct expectation.
Sure.
So when I went to see Ninja Turtles, and Ninja Turtles ended, and me and Tim's brother Greg walked out, we were like, that was fun. All right, I had a great time. And Kevin came out, oh, it's a bad movie. It's like, what did you fucking expect from Ninja Turtles? It had Krang in it. Isn't that everything you want?
No.
It had Krang in it. It had ninjas. This is what I
Rocksteady and
expected.
Bebop looked pretty cool.
Exactly. Oh, y'all got jokes.
But it's
If you need another Bebop, I'm in.
it's very true though. I mean, it's similar to the conversation we had after we saw Civil War, right? Where it's like every movie kind of has its place now, right? And its place, like the comic book movies specifically, aren't necessarily to be great films. They're great popcorn films, right?
Yeah.
When you go see it, like I'm gonna go see Baywatch when it comes out.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's gonna be
Baywatch,
funny as hell.
It's gonna
that's
be
different. That has
Probably
league of
a
its
bad,
own.
funny
No
movie.
way.
Like,
I think they're doing a hard R,
Yeah,
aren't
no,
they?
that's
Like
set
that's
up
gonna
to
be.
succeed right
Is it
now.
gonna be
Yeah.
okay? So maybe it'll be on the level of 21 Jump Street.
I think it will.
Maybe. That's what they're shooting
That's a
for. That's what
really
they're
good
shooting for.
call.
If they're gonna hit that, great.
That was the
but
thi-
to me, I feel like it's going to be on the same level as what Bob and Dave Need a Wedding Date or whatever
Yeah,
that
yeah,
movie
yeah.
is with
No,
Zac Efron.
That's its own tier. That you can tell a movie is that tier when they're like showing the movie a year before it comes out
Right.
at Comic-Con and RTX
They're like, Zac
or
Efron's
whatever.
going to be
You're
in a
like,
good movie, so let's make sure we show this movie so
Exactly.
people go see it. Yeah.
Although that looks pretty funny.
It does
It's
look
just,
kinda funny.
Just pretty funny. It's not.
Right.
But Baywatch though, my money's on Baywatch.
But you see, I did the right thing with Central Intelligence, where I'm like, I like The Rock and I like
Love
Kevin
Kevin
Hart,
Hart. Love him.
and I'm like, I like watching their banter on Instagram. So yeah, I'll go see this movie. And then I was sitting down and I talked to the person with them, like, do people like this? She's like, oh, no. Critics don't like this movie at all. I was like, oh, no. And then it started, I was like, oh, but this is exactly what I wanted out of this. It's The Rock and Kevin Hart fucking
Sure.
around for an hour and a half or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's
and being
exactly
goofy.
like, that's why I like Ride Along. Not a great film, but it's a fucking Ice Cube and Kevin Hart fucking around for an hour and a half. It's funny.
Yeah. See, I feel like I've talked about it. I'm keeping this list on my phone, all the movies I've seen this year. And a lot of it has been that I'll go on Amazon and I'll watch the trailer, or I'll be like, I remember liking that trailer when I saw it, and I'll just jump in and I don't do any research. And then I come on, I was like, I enjoyed that fine.
Yeah.
And I looked and people hated it. And it's like, well, they're coming at it. That was their job to go review it or whatever, or they were super excited for it. It's like with Neighbors 2. I was like, Neighbors 2 looks great. And everybody's like, it's not doing well in the reviews. And I never went and saw it. And I'm like, damn it, I gave up. I should have gone out there because I like all the people in Neighbors
Yep.
2. Why wouldn't I like Neighbors 2?
The Neighbors 1.
Neighbors 1 was great.
Surprising as all shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
surprising.
Did not expect to like it. It was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Neighbors 2. Got that one girl. What's her name? Chloe Moretz.
Right. Hit girl.
Big fan of her.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Big Islanders fan.
Is she really?
Yep. Huge Islanders fan. Yeah.
Get her on the show.
She's gonna be Ariel.
She goes to like all the Islanders home games.
She's going to be Ariel
Am I
in
doing
what?
it right?
What is Ariel going to be in?
Little Mermaid.
They're making a live action Little Mermaid.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not Disney making it. It's gonna be some other
Oh my
knockoff
God.
bullshit. It's a whole thing. Also, Colin at Let's Play Live, did you notice that Nick threw up the LI?
No.
Yeah.
Every time I came out, no, it was just the time we were on stage, but every time I came out, I was trying to throw it out. Just so you'd see it, but you're never proud of me.
No, but I was
You're never proud of me.
You don't love me.
It's too busy getting booed by everyone on the stage.
It's not true.
We almost won that game. If
Fantastic.
you'd have just cheated like I told you to, we
I should have cheated, but I don't want to win like that.
I don't care.
I don't want to
I
win like
would've
that.
totally.
I don't win like that.
When it comes to those assholes over at Funhouse, they can suck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could have won, but I chose not to win like that.
Fair enough.
That's what it looked like. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, Greg. Sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go pee.
This topic was brought to you by Harry's. Stop compromising on your shave and get started with Harry's. For far too long, you've either paid too much for a comfortable shave or you've settled for a low price but low quality razor. Harry's offers something you've never had before. A great shave at a great price. Harry's makes its own high-quality razors, cuts out the middleman, and ships them directly to you for half the price of the leading brand. Good shave, good price. It's simple. Get the best of both with Harry's. Harry's starter is just $15, and that includes a razor, 3 blades, and your choice of Harry's shave cream or foaming gel. Which do you prefer and why? Let them know when you order. As an added bonus, you can get $5 off your first purchase with the code KINDAFUNNY. After using the code, you can get an entire month's worth of shaving for just $10. By cutting out the middleman, Harry's offers an amazing shave at a fraction of the price of drugstore brands, and it's always free. This is where I'm supposed to kick to Tim, where he can tell you how he trimmed his beard with Harry's, because he got a free Harry's. But Tim's not here because he's got to pee.
Do you want me to knock on the door with the mic?
You'll never make it over there. There's not enough cord. There's not nearly enough cord. Just how good does Tim's beard look trimmed with
It looks
Harry's
great.
razor?
Whatever he's doing, it's working. So good for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in his bathroom while he's trimming himself, while
Sure.
he's manscaping himself.
Do you think he's using the Harry's down there?
I mean, knowing Tim, he's bald from the neck down.
Yeah.
But he's using the Harry's one the whole time?
Probably.
Are you using the Harry's just to trim up the beard, or are you going downstairs?
So a lot of people have been asking me, Greg. At E3, they're like, your face looking fresh. And I was like, you know why it's looking fresh? Because that Harry's razor, I've been using that shit. Look at that.
That's it. You got a nice
do it
line.
today, actually. So
Nobody
I don't
would
know how
know.
clean it's looking.
None of our kids know.
Okay.
I want to say that I've used it down there, but I also have access to the what is it, the Venus razor, which I'm quite fond of as well,
Yeah.
because they have a lot of lotions on it and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's
You got to use what you got to do. What you got to do down.
Oh, you talking about down there? Down
down-
there?
yeah, down there.
Okay, yeah, no, I haven't tried the Harry's razor down there yet.
Well, Harry's starter set, it's called the Truman, is a great option for new customers. An amazing deal. For just $15, you get the razor handle, moisturizing shave cream. There you go. And 3 of Harry's 5-blade German engineered razors. Plus, there's a special offer for us, as we already talked about. They'll give you $5 off your first purchase with the promo code KINDAFUNNY. Go to harrys.com right now to get the Truman set. That's Harry's, HARRYS.com. Enter the code KINDAFUNNY at checkout to get $5 off and support the show. Stop compromising. Give Harry's a try today.